Alright, we're going to do a quick tour of the office and how she's set up. Here's the nav pod with the Raymarine E7, the Tactic, and the X5 wheel pilot controller. Wheel pilot is here. Standard Ritchie compass. Engine controls. On port we have the standard Yanmar panel. We've got Variant 28 self-tailers, Lewmar 48 3-speed winches. The turning blocks, I run the control line for the general cars through so that we can run those to a winch without putting undue strain on the cam cleats or the jammers. We have inner and outer jib tracks. The inners are good to about 10 knots. After that, we switch to the outers. The main sheet is a 6-to-1 purchase with a cam cleat, standard traveler setup on top of the companionway, and we have a secondary display that we use for course over ground, speed over ground, bearing to waypoint, and distance to waypoint. And that can be programmed or used as a second chart plotter. On port we have a 5-clutch array. Starting outboard with the jib halyard, a spin halyard, the main halyard, reefing line, and Cunningham. The blue line running inside of the clutches is the second reef line. That does not have a clutch, but under all these lines are jammers, jam cleats that we could always use. We have 2 self-tailing winches on the port side. Starboard side we have 1 self-tailer, 1 non-self-tailer. You can see the standard CNC jam cleats. And we have 4 clutches here. Outhaul, topping lift, spin halyard, and jib halyard 1. We use the starboard side jib halyard. Spin halyard will depend on the set. The downhaul for the spin pole, which also becomes the tack line for the asymmetrical, is on the starboard side of the cabin. People tend to lose track of where this is on the boat. You'll see it's the green, white, yellow salsa line. It's the only salsa line on the boat at the moment. Here's a view looking back at the helm. The life sling's not on now. The stern seats will come off for the race. The Navtec backstay adjuster is in the port lazarette. We've got a couple of winch handle holders here. Now for spin halyard, on both spin halyards we've added a cam cleat to the mast. We can raise from the cam cleat and then tail back everything that's loose and drop from the clutch at the in the cockpit. So the hoist is at the mast, the drop is in the cockpit. We have horns for the reefing points on the main. We've got 3 reef points on the main and only 2 reef lines, so the lower one is rigged with a dog bone, and if we ever need the 3rd reef point we'll have to release the dog bone and move it up. The Vang is a standard hull Vang. Cam cleat is on the top rather than the bottom, which is the opposite of how I see most of them. Your baby stay is here. There's a Schaefer